All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Brandon Baki, and I am the principal at Fife High School.
Hey guys, my name is Emma Falau, and I am so honored to be this year's ASB 5 presidents.
And we are here today to just do a video together. We have not rehearsed this or practiced this, but we want to just help explain the schedule for the year for our students and for whoever's watching this video. So I'm going to share my screen here, and Emma and I are going to do our best to make this make sense. So this represents our remote learning schedule for this school year. And we're gonna talk about it just Mondays going across the screen here. So on Mondays, you're gonna see, Emma, that there is only one class during the day, and that's our family class. Everything in blue is actually the time periods where our teachers are meeting with with our students, like a normal class period. I think that kind of makes sense, don't you think, Emma?
Yeah.
But each day we really wanted to not have too many classes. There's some schools where they have like all 6 classes that day, but we kind of learned from last year that too much Zoom is not good. And so we have our normal periods are about an hour each during the week, three class periods a day. Hopefully that's doable. I know that still feels like a lot sometimes, but hopefully that's doable. Looking at Mondays, so you're going to notice that we only have one class on Monday, and that's just family. And the reason for that is just so that we can take care of some business for the week with school and there's other things that we need to do, like making sure we're connected and that we're taking care of each other. And then we also have some other things we need to do in family. And we're going to post another video, actually, Emma and I are, about family here as well, that you can check out. Emma, what do you see in the schedule when you look at it as a student? What are some other things you notice?
I see like the tan color is a self-student guided learning block. So that basically just means for like students, it is your time to, take class into your own hands, and like you can start studying for classes or just preparing for the next class. And you just have a lot of those independent learning periods from Monday through Friday for you to get your homework done, and you just won't have like Zoom classes during that time.
Yeah, you're right on, Emma. That's exactly kind of how we designed it, is to make sure there's time or during the day. So it's not all like at night,
Yeah.
like it's during the actual like day that you have time to work on your classes. For sure, that's really important to us. I don't know if you noticed also during the actual like Tuesday, Thursday, we have periods 1, 2, and 3. And you'll
Yeah.
notice that there's a 30-minute gap between
hmm
classes. What do you think you should be doing during that 30-minute gap, Emma?
Maybe also preparing, for your next class or doing homework in those 30-minute time periods as well, or taking
Yeah, yeah,
quizzes.
yeah. And you can also touch base with your teacher again. That's another
hmm
good thing you could do during that 30 minutes. Um, I also want to point out that the first period is a little bit longer, and so is fourth period. The first period of each day is a little bit longer, and that's because we might have some announcements. We might have like a little startup activity to keep everybody connected. It's super important to Emma and I that Fife High School stays together and that we are working on our relationships. And so ASB, our office, our student leadership is going to be working with me to create just good welcomes and things that we do to keep us together. And then let's talk, Emma, about the end of each day. You'll notice that there's more time for students to have during the day to work on their stuff that they've been assigned.
hmm
But then office hours. Now you had some experience with office hours last year, and we've gotten better and better at it as we've gone.
Yeah.
But why don't you explain what office hours are?
So office hours, for the students that are watching this, it's basically a time where you're able to connect with your teachers and just, get additional help or ask them questions. Or let's say you were absent for the day, then you can just make sure you get all information you need for the class and get the homework you need. And it's just a good connection time with you and your teacher, just for those who also don't really understand the lesson. I know I use that a lot. Last spring, I had some office hours with my teacher, and it was just good because I could like morely like understand the lesson that they were teaching that day, just because sometimes it's hard for all of us to learn as a group on like the Zoom calls and everything. So I highly recommend to take advantage of those office hours.
Yeah, and what that basically will look like, and you alluded to it, Emma, is you can reach out to your teacher like in an email. That's probably the best, and say, hey, can I meet with you? And then they'll send you an invitation to like a Zoom meetup where you guys can actually talk like this about maybe what you're struggling with, and also phone calls they can do during that time, or even just quick emails or chats just electronically. So there's a lot of different ways that you can connect with teachers, which is cool. So that sort of is the general idea behind the schedule. We don't want this video to be too long, but hopefully it helps just hearing us talk through it a little bit. And hopefully just we suggest that you also watch our family video that we're going to record here in just a second. All right. Cool. Thank you, Trojans. We care about you.